Long throw into the box by Presner. Repelled once again by a very resolute and well-formed ISB defense. And results once again in ISB goal kick.
Well, is the boys not live right now?
Right here on ISM. Play that shot. With the ball, Aspen, be ready. Hey, Aspen, be ready. Emily.
Girls are alive. Are the boys not? Are the boys?
What are the... No, they're...
ISKL versus...
Trump controls the ball. Clears it high. One back now by ISM. ISM sprinting forward through Nicholas. Trying to find Fernandez. Back now to the defenders. Gonzalez on the ball. And concedes a throw-in thanks to a very, very strong piece of pressure from the ISB wingers there, closing the spaces, not allowing ISM to get overlaps and against the good areas. Very useful tactic by ISB, but there's a lot of high energy needed to execute a game plan like that. Oh my god. And the ball is booted high once again by ISM.
Oh wait, how do you reset the time? That was us.
Just hide the time.
One back once again, this time by Krapayun. Trying forward into Lou, passes it back into Brenner, who knocks it high and wide. ISB calling for a handball. It's not to be now. Ralph has Peterson behind her if she wants to look, but it goes for a cross instead. Dealt with, half-heartedly dealt with by McRae, who's trying to get the ball out, and ISM collapses to the floor, but that is not to be. The referee does not call a foul there. But the pressure is not relieved yet for ISB. ISM's defenders pretty much all in ISB's half, apart from a single player, Villalon, back in their own half. ISM playing some very nice football now, spraying the ball wide. ISB do pick it off, an opportunity to counter-attack now, as MacArthur sprints away on the ball. McRae committing to a high tackle, doesn't win it. Chance now to get in behind for ISM. Brilliant piece of skill, puts the ball in to Hill, and again ISB survive it. But the pressure continues. McRae once again flying with a challenge, and a chance to clear now for Marlowe. Yet another throw in for ISM. Very, very strong in the opening minutes of this half. Headed out. Lou on the counter-attack. Falls on the floor. Alba with Gonzalez. Gonzalez continuing on it. Brilliant play by Gonzalez to keep hold of the ball. Looking for Hill. Booted clear. Yet another throw now for ISM. Hill and Go making advances. Go gets to control of the ball. Cleared out once again by McRae, as pressure continues to mount on the ISB back line. It's a good overlapping run by Peterson. Back it to Ralph. Looking out wide for Peterson again. It was a very inventive opportunity. They couldn't make it work, but it's a very good idea. Just the execution was slightly flawed, and ISB once again pick up the ball in an unadmirable position in their own half. Marlowe with a throw. Second chance for Marlowe to clear. Back it to McRae, another chance to clear. It's not to be, as ISM continue to flood ISB with chances. And it's just a show of the confidence that ISM are playing with right now, that only a single player is in their own half. It's in now to Presner. Cleared out once again by the ISB defense. Peterson now, the right back, coming inside. Back to Presner. Hill. Here's an opportunity. Very well defended there by Scott, not letting them get past. And eventually the interception is made. Pressure relieved for a short while for ISB. But but there's been little rest so far in this game as ISM continue to play a very incisive game. Segura emerging with the ball, beating 3 players on a run now, and unfortunately stopped despite a very good run there. ISM are playing brilliantly so far, but ISB are finally making inroads, and the ball is won back now once again by the very resolute and physically commanding center half partnership of ISM. A bit of rest for ISB now as they plan their next attack, their next foray to enemy territory. Cleared out by Brenner, headed forward by Segura, controlled now by Nicholas, and then bring it back. Again, Ralph is left alone on the wing, but very well done by Marlo to intercept the ball. Anticipating where that was going, Shum now with an opportunity, trying to clear it high. Now to be back to Ralph. Progress now by Nicholas, trying to have an opportunity here. Fernandez trying to get in on the act now as well. Tries to get the cross in, is a catch by Yusuf in goal. And a very full crowd now on the bleachers opposite us as more and more people turn out to watch ISB girls against ISM girls here on ISB's field day. Segura. Once again, pass goes straight to ISM. Pressner. Back to Pressner now for ISM. Fernandez. Well done, McRae, once again to clear the ball from the ISM clutches. Ralph again alone on the right wing. Tries to cut the ball back, and McRae does again a very good job to clear the ball from the edge of the box there. ISM making a substitution now with number 16, Herman's coming on for number 14 goal. So Herman on the far side now. Or rather, Herman is coming over to the near side and sending over another player to cover the left. First play by Herman. Nicholas. Pressner. Headed up by McRae. Cleared by Segura. Sidney Smith looking a very isolated figure up top right now, trying to win the ball back amidst a sea of green shirts who are in control of the ball.
You've got to find the space!
Once again, we see ISM making progress. The ball is through to Pressner. 1-0, the goalkeeper has the shot. And it is 1-0 for ISM. A through ball to Pressner. Slips the defense apart. And right in the run of play there, Pressner's able to sneak in behind the defense. 1-on-1 chance against the ISB goalkeeper, and she was never going to miss him there. The ISM captain puts the Bearcats in the lead on hostile territory. It is 1-0 to ISM. Oh my god, I sound like I'm dead. Probably. Doesn't matter, I'm still going to talk. Segura clears it forward. ISM once again on the ball. The goal scorer, the captain, Pressner, sprinting at the ISB defense, stretching them wide now, looking for spaces. Into Ralph, who's shifted out to the left wing here. Back to Pressner. ISM having all of the ball, not stopping, not resting on their lead so far. Cleared out by Scott. Into Smith, who's going to chase this ball down. ISM deal with it in a very professional and clinical manner. But the effort from ISB and the defense as well, the partnership of Scott and McRae doing a very, very good job to repel the numerous chances ISM have had so far.
Chase the game, okay? Get into the space
And the ISM coach making the point that his team is in control and don't have to chase the game. Sadly, the home side, ISB, are not afforded that same luxury. They will have to do quite a lot of running if they didn't have to already. And Hermans wins the ball back up really high now. Fernandez dropping deep once again, pulling ISB defenders out, playing in almost a false 9 position. As we can have seen with a number of players in professional football, the false 9 is a position where the main striker drops deep and occupies a defender, creating a space. Space was visible when Pressner snuck in behind the defense there to score a goal. Throw it now for ISM with Pressner. Back to Gonzalez. Opportunity now. Ball is played forward, cleared up by Marlowe. One back again by Alling. ISM very confidently striding forward, having the defenders play on the ball. Playing out from the back in a very, very convincing manner, if you will. Hill. One back by Brenner, who flies into a challenge there and will win the free kick, much to the annoyance of the ISM coaches, one of which has encroached on the field to call players in because it is a water break now. ISM in firm control at the end of the first half, that is a water break now for both teams.
You're allowed to come off the field if you want. You're allowed to come off the field. Good night. Kalakai, good night. Good night, customer.
And I'd rather do this than cast boxes like other things. Very strong. But I mean the effort from ISB, I mean they're running a lot. Yeah, exactly. What about the other matches? ISB beat TAS in the boys match as well? Yeah, I saw that. 4-0. That was insane. Did you see Michael's goal? Like halfway across the pitch? Oh yeah, because the goalkeeper came out and yeah. David Beckham goal. Oh, brilliant, yeah. I'm upset. I have to go interview the coaches afterwards. I don't think it'd be the best move. Definitely the efforts we can talk about. Yeah. What a crowd. Quite hard today, huh? Yeah. I wonder if we can get things to hear us from like this distance. Whether we can still pick up by the mic. I think we can. What is this? It's like team sheet. So you see a number you just have. Yeah, I have this. So I'd have to guess and then check. It's a bit. So if you don't see the number, you just like stay silent. You just say ISB.
Let's go. Coaches, go. Let's go. Roll them back in, please.
The congregation of IASAS officials in front of us have declared the second portion of the first half here to start. So ISB taking the field again. One change has been made. Stabelski has come on. And I'm not exactly sure who it is that has been withdrawn from the game, but given my guess, I'll have to say... Can't. And as we were, from the ISB free kick, lobbed up high, controlled by the new sub Sadowski. Overlapping run by Smith on the wing wasn't able to amount to anything. And that brief attack, brief foray from ISB is once again repelled ISM with a chance to recycle possession. Throw for ISB now. A bit of a scramble in the middle of the park, but it looks like ISB have emerged with the ball. MacArthur finds Marlowe. While trying to play forward and ends up conceding the throw-in to ISM. With Peterson to restart. Clears it high, looking for a runner that wasn't there, but Fernandez does get to the ball. Excellent show of athleticism there to cross the ball back in, and nobody's available, but Pressler coming in the back post again, the second goal! Out of nothing! Pressler sneaks in behind the ISB defense, and the ISM captain gets her second goal of the game. Very, very confident play from ISM. A brilliant through ball down the right wing. Asked a lot of Fernandez, but the pace there, she was able to get to it with a burst of pace, cross the ball, and Pressler once again lurking at the edge of the box to put it in. From what we can see so far, ISM's main striker Fernandez does drift out to the wings and dropping back in, allowing Pressler and Nicholas to actually get beyond her and form almost a three-player attack. So the 4-5-1 on the team sheet looks slightly deceptive when you consider they're actually playing with three attackers. No wonder ISB are constantly under pressure. Throw it now. Brenner headed on. Offside decision against MacArthur, or a foul. Apologies. It's going to be yet another throw, or another free kick. It is going to be a free kick. And Coach Kirk of ISB directing where the player should be in the middle of the box there. ISB have shown a very good defensive side of their game, especially from set pieces like this. Hopefully we can see where they can translate that into an attacking sense as well. Ball comes in. Very low ball repelled by ISM. McCray once again in a fight with Fernandez to win the ball back. And Fernandez not giving them an inch. Round is beyond McCray and Morrow. Good overlapping run now by Herman. And now the substitution getting ready now for ISM after the throw-in, or rather right now, as number 13 Gonzalez has been withdrawn at left back for number 8 Panlilio. And the new substitute will be greeted with a very loud cheer from the ISB supporters now, having their voice heard as the bleachers begin to fill up on the far side of the A field. Pressler for ISM again, bracing on attack. Looking for Fernandez, not to be scooped up by the goalkeeper Yusuf. Yusuf looking to clear the ball high. Goes as far as Segura. Now Staboski. cleared out by Brenner. And Smith is breaking away with speed here. It's a strike that just goes beyond the far post there. ISB showing their ability to break out of the bonds of ISM pressure, if you will, and got a very decent opportunity, buoyed by the home crowd. But ultimately the ball did not find the back of the net. And a slightly miskicked ball from McCray leads to Bremner in a fight at the far side against Ralph. Speaking of fight foot and runs at the ball now, Sham sprinting. One back by ISM. Marlowe makes a very useful intervention there, a sliding tackle into McRae, who has time on the ball and finds Smith, who is put under considerable amount of pressure, and the result is an ISM throw-in in their own half. ISM clearing the ball high now. Fernandez to give chase. We saw what happened last time a similar situation occurred. Fernandez still running for it. Marlowe managed to clear. And Bremner trying to get that clearance under control, but ultimately does not result in anything. And ISM can continue to mount the pressure on their hosts today. One back now. Shum with an opportunity to clear the ball high, looking for Lou, but ISM's defense gets back. Hermans, Alling, 1-2 with Hermans. Marlowe trying to get to the ball there. Wins the throw-in by way of pressuring, closing on the angle. The referee instead says nothing. It is going to be an ISB throw-in, and the heat is getting to the players, as you can see now. ISB had to run quite a lot to counter the incisiveness and efficiency of their opponents, and we've seen that's had quite a toll on the ISB players. Kapayu. Pressler wins it back. Scott repels. Kapayu slowly trying to win the ball. Out wide to Hermans. Well won by Shum. Another throw in for ISM. That's the introduction of a new right back. Femister was previously unnoted by the commentary team here. Marlowe with a throw. Still staying right on the flank here. Handball against Hermans. Free kick for ISB. A chance to get some of the pressure relieved. And Coach Kirk of ISB calling for some movement from his players. Well, ISM's formation isn't likely conducive to that. And once again, the wave of ISM pressure this time finds Segura as its target and wins the ball back once again. And the efficiency which they press is starting to really show. And well done by Krapayu to try and escape that, but not to be. Hill wins it back yet again. In a fight now with Segura. Hill emerges. Not out of pressure yet though. A long ball high to Hermans. Hermans does get to it, tries to get the ball in, and it is going to be a corner kick. Shot for handball from the ISM bench against Marlowe, but it is a ball to hand, as the rulebook states. Bounced off the leg and onto the hand is not considered a handball. ISM denied a free kick, but are given a corner now. And with Fernandez, the striker once again, to take this corner. symbolic of her role, drifting out wide. And the ball comes in once again, chance to clear. Marlowe, another fantastic intervention. Ball comes back in, looks like it could be spilled. Yusuf tries to get the ball here. ISM get it once again. Fernandez crosses the ball in high, could go into the back of the net, and it does go into the back of the net. Very, very dangerous cross, which found its way beyond all the heads of the defenders and the attackers and into the back of the net. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about that one. And another substitution for ISM, as number 2, Maloney, is going to be called on for number 7 here. We'll have quite an impact during her time on the field, but it is a bit of rotation now from the ISM coach. He looks to preserve energy, and Maloney is going to come on to add to ISM's midfield, it looks like, although in a slightly more withdrawn role than the player she is replacing. I'm audible now. I'm audible now. It's amazing. I feel so proud.
Yeah. You don't want an echo.
Is this field? Or? Yeah. Can you see if you go up the boys' feed as well? You check your range.
ISB now with another chance to clear. Bremner doesn't find the teammate because once again the ISM pressure is telling on the ISB players, but nice turn by Segura to release the ball, and Smith couldn't get on the end of it. ISB are putting together a few plays now. Preston headed forward, Segura once again goes to it. A controversial shot now, but ISB do win the free kick. Right of the home crowd, which has accumulated quite a following behind on the far side. But there was an opportunity to score once again for ISB. Long ball played high in the ISM defense. Looks like they're in pretty full control, but Smith in fact was able to win a throw in really good effort from ISB.
Just use this mic from the start.
I'm not sure. Kappa, you're trying to release Scott. Scott plays a very nice ball in now. It's Segura who has a chance. Segura shifts it on to her left foot, plays it back to Marlowe. Tries the first time crossing the box. McCray's first to sorry, no, that's Sabowski's first to it. Apologies there. Kapayud wins the ball back, looking out wide now for Smith, who is sprinting to get to it. Stabowski trying to sneak in behind, but the free ball doesn't find her. Second chance now, second over attacks. Stabowski will challenge to win a throw-in. Referee making it clear though that ISB will not have the privilege of taking it. ISM clearing once again, looking for Fernandez. Marlowe trying to deal with that, not to be. Nicolas playing it forward. Fernandez with Kressler running alongside. 1 minute of stoppage time now. And a free kick for ISM in the 9 minutes. And the voices are being raised on the far side. ISB's home support. And this is the end of the first half. Is fast approaching with a free kick for ISM. Whether they can add to their lead remains to be seen. Currently leading 3 goals to 0 ISM. And a chance to improve that even further now with a free kick. ISB is forming a 2-person wall into the box. Will there be a shot or a cross remains to be seen. We'll find out now. It's a very nice shot straight into the hands of the ISB goalkeeper Yusuf, and that looks like it will be the last breath of this first half once she clears the ball. ISB getting into position though to screen another counter-attack, but it is going to be the end of the first half as the referee blows his whistle. I'll be joining you once again later in the second half.
Nikki, you can get here. Where are you? I'm trying to say God here. Nikki just literally walked across the track. Like, go from the back. Like, you know, like, yeah. But, like, from the track. Like, you know, just go from, like, you know, on a place, like, in the store. I mean, the store. And then you can, yeah, get swings and stuff. Yeah. There's hurdles, there's no hurdles, maybe.
Hey, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should go through this. I don't think it's hurdles. Literally, I see Michael back over here. Don't stop the track. Go to the ship channel.
Every chance they have, they're going to kick that ball.
Task project.
What is that?
Mickey!
This you have to pick it. Something that takes a while to plan.
It's so scary up there. It's terrifying. Oh yeah, it's really bad. It's really hard to, like, this part is fine. This thing is okay. That part is really hard. This part? I don't know how to get down. I just have not left this.
Yeah,
Because I can't get down.
I'm really scared of heights.
Remember I told you? I wanted to have a cat and I couldn't climb on the stairs.
See where I put down the results?
It was the same thing, remember?
I'm not either.
And it shakes so much. It's so shaky.
The ISM game.
Oh, this is the thing. What do you mean? Go on a webpage.
So I want you to look there at the names of the high school ISM. So as we go through the terms and so there, so it says ISM. So go down the name. The middle score is E-rate. That's the back of the file. But we're talking about
ISM and TAS, they're both extremely strong. But yeah, ISM playing really well. Two teams emerge now for the second half. ISM looking to continue on what they had going for them so far. Team largely unchanged. Couple of new faces though are going to be introduced. Number 13, Gonzalez, is reintroduced into the fray at left back. Apart from that though, ISM's potent attacking force of Nicolas Hernandez is still intact. Well, looks like Fresno may have been withdrawn and replaced instead Of course, Maloney playing in the new midfield position. Bressner is still on the field and prepares to kick this game off now. So, a potent attacking force. And we get underway in the second half. Allow it to run back to Erling at the back, trying an early long ball. Perhaps too much confidence there from ISM. Of course, we saw the second goal play out in a similar fashion, but it wasn't to be this time. The ISB reclaimed possession. A beat of the drums pervades the sound around the pitch now. ISM pressing on a long throw. Scott shepherded behind. Referee awards ISM in the corner, and once again Fernandez, the goal scorer with the third goal, goes out wide to take it. ISM leaving only 4 outside of the box head of his cross. Ball comes in, heading in once again, and Marlowe tries to clear. Ultimately the ball does find its way into the back of the net, and ISM extend their lead now into 4-0 from the corner. And ISB will be disappointed because they've played with an incredible amount of discipline at the back so far, and ultimately that strong defense was breached at a set piece for the first time in this game. ISB looking to start again. Segura. Krapayun. Gunmer. Clears it high. Stabelski trying to get beyond the ISM defender. The clearance results in another ISB throw. Bremner comes back to win the ball. Some encouragement from the coaches now for ISB to pick themselves up. Stabelski tries for the header. Back to ISM hands, they clear it high. The ball remains in the pitch. McGrail will fight for the ball, and ISM win the throw. Cleared out by Scott, usually so composed on the ball. Hasn't the opportunity though in this game to show that composure, and ISB win back the clear high. ISM continuing their confidently playing up in the back, but it has backfired now. Stabelski has the ball and tries to get the cross in. Well captured by the ISM goalkeeper. Hasn't had much to do today, admittedly, and almost makes a big mistake of that play. And definitely something is kicking up here as Stabelski charged the ball down after the spilling of it from the ISM goalkeeper, and they do win a free kick as ISM handled the ball outside of the box. And it is now a chance for ISB to at least get a consolation, if not more. It's about a comeback. Segura, left-footed free kick opportunity. And a 4-person ISM wall becomes 3 as Bressner decides to go back. Segura with a chance to cross. And it is a shot, and it is caught by the ISM goalkeeper. Stevens atones for her earlier error in conceding the free kick, and ISM can't do the same thing with the distribution of the ball. It's back into the hands of ISB. Throw in. Bremner into Smith, back to Bremner. And Nicholas retrieves it for her team. Alling. Smith cuts that out. Ball goes out once again for another ISM throw. Preston dropping deep now. He's been a magician so far in this game to create the chances she has. And another throw for ISM high up the field now. Fernandez once again doing the running the channels, as we would say in football, getting out wide and causing problems with defenders who are trying to mark her. But again, it is Pressner winding up for a long throw. Pressner hurls one in. Almost over to the ISB defense, but ISM still have the ball. Fernandez on the ball now. All right to Pressner. Gets the ball in. Good catch by the ISB goalkeeper here. ISM quickly retreat and reclaim their shape. This was lobbed up to Stabelski. Fighting for this ball here. Smith with a clearance. Runner, shot, well turned. Pressner once again back, working all over the pitch to both win the ball back for a team and bring it forward. Speaking of bringing it forward, sending back McRae, bringing the ball out of the defence there. Ball plays over the top, Pressner at the back doing the responsibilities, and Stabelski trying to charge the loose ball down, ultimately wasn't to be. And once again Stabelski and the ISM goalkeeper Stevens could get into a bit of an issue there, and once again it's hit the back of Sharman. This could be an opportunity for ISB, and she has quite ferociously attacked the ISM goalkeeper after that pressure. And once again ISM's goalkeeper allowing ISB to encroach the space, and it is twice now that it has come very, very close to resulting in an ISB chance, but this time it is the goalkeeper that wins the favor of the referee. Taken by Arling. One by McRae. Into Segura. Segura turns now, putting into defence. Segura with an opportunity. Pushed out far wide and well dealt with by the ISM defence. Segura wins it back though. And Pressner in again to fight for the ball and concede a throw-in. But ISM aren't letting up the effort or the energy despite the lead and despite the conditions not exactly being conducive to a high pressing extravaganza. We've seen ISM put in the effort here, and it is a corner for ISB. Another low cross, creating a bit of an issue for ISM, but ultimately ends up in the side netting, not the inside of the netting. Despite the scoreline, ISB's fans are not letting up the sound. Much better.
This field's nicer anyway. Oh, that.
ISM's coaches continue to pick apart the team's performance and look for ways to improve.
And the audio, that's important.
And ISB reclaim possession of the ball. Stabelski into Smith, looking once again for Stabelski. Has a bit of a job to do sprinting at the end of this, but the clearance is rushed by the ISM defense, and in particular ISB have a throw-in.
Are there any scores?
No.
Scores there?
Wait, is this field?
This is field there.
I'm here now. Oh no, that's. Yeah.
Are you going to be here for the next game?
Yeah, mine's 2:15.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got 2:15, yeah? You're doing the boys then?
Yeah.
ISB, yeah?
And his opportunity, and unfortunately the ball wasn't called Murphy correctly, and ISM have yet another chance to play off in the back, as they so often do. Got in a bit of trouble this time though, as ISM conceded throw-in. It's a valiant effort playing out from the back. Many of the top teams in the world do try to control possession starting from their very own defensive line. But in this case, it's backfired. Nice, I'm showing confidence though to make it work. Coach Kirk having a quick word with the referee before we restart. Bremner trying her best to reclaim possession. Fernandez called offside or a handball. It's rather confusing to me as well. I'm not sure what the referee saw there, but it certainly resulted in a fair amount of frustration from Fernandez. Bremner once again responsible for clearing the ball high. Shum trying her best now, very well done to keep the ball under possession, but ISM equal to it as always. Marlowe now on the left, trying to boot the ball inwards into Shum once again, who plays it forward into Smith, back to Shum. Ball is won back by ISM. Fernandez dropping deep once again to pick up the ball and cause the ISB defense to get bent out of shape a little bit here as Roberti sprint to the end of it, and it's going to be ISB throw-in rather. ISM's forward again. Fernandez dropping deep to pick up the ball and create havoc amongst the ISB back line. The ball is cleared. Roberti once again equal to on the header. And Pressner to start yet another attack, as she's done multiple times today, trying to play a through ball, and Scott equal to it and plays the ball up behind for an ISM corner kick. And Hill is going to come on, substitution for ISM. And the striker Fernandez has been withdrawn. I think it shows quite a lot about the way the team approached the game, that ISM, formerly Hill, formerly being a midfielder, is now playing in the forward line. ISM emerging once again, Hill on the ball. Gonzalez now. Roberti fighting for it, back to Gonzalez. ISM doubling up now on the left wing with the fullback advancing as Roberti tries to get the cross into it. Scott manages to clear. Stabowski trying to once again emerge from this net of ISM pressure, but it's not to be, as Pressner once again manages a shot. This time he goes wide. Goal kick for ISM. ISM once again piling on the pressure, wasting no time. The energy is still there, especially for Captain Pressler. Let's continue to do it very, very well.
What have we learned from our first session?
ISB now trying to advance, and the cause is aided by the referee awarding them a throw-in. And the sun has once again emerged on field A here, making the energy that ISM put in even more admirable given the heat and the conditions here in Bangkok. ISB trying their best to keep up with it as well, but ISM have a slightly mistaken pass. Chance now for an attack. The ball is hit against the face of Sham, that was, I believe. Well done there. Het Raccoon on the ball now. Trying to cover. ISM easily back in possession, but it is a missed pass for Sister Belsky. ISB continue to try. They win the throw in. Bremner comes forward to take it. ISB's throw back, that is. A sign of the attacking intent that the team currently has. Or rather, it is a water break. We will resume shortly from where we left off.
No sub on water break. So, yeah, that was weird. Everybody who just came off goes back on. Okay? Let's go. Woo!
And our two teams take to the field once again. And continuing as we left off.
Throw the girls, get back in, let's go.
In the last bit of play of this match.
Allie is coming off.
I'm going center mid.
And ISB
Going center mid.
can continue from where they were before with the throw-in.
So Allie is still coming off. You'll go back to normal spot. Jasmine goes in the middle. Jasmine goes where Allie is. Okay?
So we don't have video around. The girls' game.
Okay,
Hill trying there to win the ball back.
Head up! Head up!
And now Hill can emerge with the ball. Pressler. Miss kick by Marlowe. Chance for Isaac to continue the run now. Taking the burst forward with Herman. Back to Fessler. Again, looking for the opportunity.
Ali. Yeah, okay, it's on now.
Yeah, side of midfield.
Working out,
Keep going there now with holding my ear.
Number 13 Gonzalez is withdrawn for number 8. Pagliulio and so 2 substitutions in total for ISM. So we start again. boys won back now by the eager defense. Villalon into Nicolas, looking forward for Hill. Hill does get the ball now. Opportunity. ISB concede a foul there, rather throw in. Back into the feet of Hill, trying to work something again with ISM. What's going on?
Can you move the camera up a little bit?
And we have a stoppage in play here as ISB are preparing to take a throw in with Marlowe on the far left side of the field. In comes the throw. Marlowe looking for McRae.
You have to lift up your tilt right now.
Looking for Krapayoun, trying to release Hedrakun, who is covering.
Yeah, right there.
And wins a throw in from a burst forward to the ISM box.
Stand up. Okay, feel how it feels.
We don't need two of you guys in, yeah? We don't have to. Trees all the way up here.
In comes the throw from Bremner. Hedrick once again chasing the ball. They win another throw in, and again Bremner to take it. ISB mounting the pressure on now, got a stable foothold in this game. Bremner with a throw. Headed out by the resolute ISM defense.
Keep going! Keep going!
It is a fight for the ball now, which ISB emerge. Scott coming up high to play a ball in behind. Segura to give chase, and the ISM goalkeeper Stevens to get both hands on and alleviate the situation.
Nice stroke there!
Hill on the ball. And a free kick given against ISM, or the substitution being made as ISB's number 13, also named Smith, is preparing to take to the field in for the left back Marlowe, who is being withdrawn now by Coach Kirk.
Quick!
Let's go, Tara. Tara. Get your
And an ISM substitution as number 16 Hermans is returning to the field in place of number 14. Go. And there's a chance now for ISB to make an advance. Segura was chasing the ball down there. Now McRae is responsible for dealing with it. Scott on the ball now, looking for Bremner, who's just about able to keep that in play. Back inside, ISM equal to it.
Stay up, Trees! Now, Trees, where are you?
Krapayoun cannot keep a hold of it, but Bremner is able to keep it clear. Krapayoun once again trying for it. Scott is in a race to keep the chance from going to ISM, and she does that. But concedes a throw-in to ISM in the process. It's a Bertie. Hit the McRae into Krapayoun. Hedrakun on the ball there. Another chance for ISM. Good catch by the ISB goalkeeper. Long kick. Straight back to the feet of ISM. and the ball finds Roberti out wide. Bremner deals with it once again. ISM's defenders continue to encroach on the ISB half with confidence, playing out once again from the back. Pressure being applied now. Pandilo manages to come back and deal with the situation, alleviate the pressure, but ISB able to win it back through a clearance and a goal kick now for the home side, who have admittedly gotten a far better form themselves and gotten a lot of more chances in this game since the second half began. However, it's come maybe a little bit too late for them to mount a successful comeback, but there is time remaining now for ISB. We'll have to argue that ISM's football has been deserving of the scoreline. Even if the 4 does fail them slightly, their play has been excellent so far. Hill, advancing forward with pace, power and precision. Cuts it back into Herman. ISM continue to make inroads here. Looking forward once again, but Brem is able to emerge from that and unfortunately can't keep the ball from going out. Back forward once again. Bremner is forced into making a second clearance in a matter of seconds. Substitution for ISB. Number 2, Lou is coming on now for number 19. The sun is once again rearing its head on the field as the tempo of the game is beginning to slow slightly. Understandable given the conditions and the duration of this game so far. But another chance now for ISM to attack in the closing minutes of this game. Scott handles it particularly well, but it unfortunately ricochets back into a possession and is shepherded behind now for yet another ISB kick. And very little time remaining now. The referee is yet to announce the amount of stoppage time left, but admittedly it can't be much. Ball is about to go behind, it does. Once again, it's going to be ISM with the opportunity to re-emphasize the opportunities they've had so far. And game of Field B is over. If you're interested in checking out that score, please go over to the IASAS website. Nicolas closed down by Lou and is declared to have fouled her. Free kick given ISM's way for that particularly robust challenge. Pandilo. Again, Lou is in the way of it, and Bremner wins the throw off a deflection. And ISB can relieve some of the pressure once again. Coming together of 2 of the players there. Those tensions are starting to heat up towards the end of this game now. Peppa trying to escape the iron grip of ISM pressure we've noted multiple times today. A chance for a counter-attack may be making itself available here again, but Hill cuts it out by winning the throw-in. And ISM are trying to hold their nerve now as ISB push up to them. It's Alling once again. And eventually the pressure does come with Lou emerging with the ball here. Lou and Segura have opportunity now, but ultimately it's not to be as ISM survive the rampant pressure that ISB are able to put up. Very valiant effort from ISB to continue pressing, continue trying hard until the 90th minute. It's a good sign that maybe Coach Cook can take away from this game now.
Come on. Here we go.
ISB trying to retrieve possession in a slightly forceful way, and which they do.
Give it back and go.
In comes the throw. ISM emerge again with Nicholas. Out wide to go. One back by Krapayun. Looking for a way to get forward. And ISM once again are in possession of the ball. Good tackle by Sham there to make ISM completely uncomfortable with that, but they do emerge. Fantastic burst of pace down the right to expose the ISB defense a little bit, but Scott comes over to take care of it. The linesman and fourth official are in discussion now about the remaining duration of this game.
Can you hold the microphone closer to me when you're talking? See if it makes a difference. That sounds bad.
And the ISB are trying to muster up more energy now as we reach the closing minute of this game. Thrown from ISM, chased down, and ultimately cleared by Scott. Throw reaches Nicholas.
Sounds better.
Tackled and closed down, which results in ISB throw-in. Segura chasing the ball down now. Back in the hands of ISM now with Hill. Once again bursting forward, a particularly flamboyant tackle by Sean is not called a foul. McRae manages to clear the ball. Giving chase now. Nicholas back on the ball. Whips it out wide. Herman can't keep it in, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. And the referee has declared 1 minute remaining of stoppage time, which will do little now to change the outcome, which has been frankly inevitable for a bit of a while now. But nothing to fault the effort of these two teams today. Both sides have put together very strong performances in terms of the effort they've put in, especially considering the conditions here that they have to contend with as well as their opponents. ISM continuing their confident control of possession, picked off though a little bit. Alling sprinting forward now from centre back. Out wide to Herman, who can't keep the ball under her control. And ISB are once again afforded a throw on the left hand side. Smith running over to take it. Hill gets a third foot on the ball, and that is going to be the end of the game. Final score here is ISM 4, ISB 0. Thank you very much for joining Panther Nation's coverage of IASAS Football 2017. As always, we'll be back in the afternoon to cover the boys' games. Here, ISB will be meeting SAS, once again commentated by me at at 2:15. That game will occur at 3:45. ISK will be taking on TAS, commentated by Mr. Duffy, and the late game at 5:15 is between ISM and JAS. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon.